Hello everyone, this is Teacher Carly. I just finished my classes for this morning, so I thought that I would talk to you about an issue that I can see coming up more often as Magic Years grows and continues to hire teachers, and that is professionalism in online ESL teaching. Um, there is a misconception that has spread around from some of the other companies where you're teaching more one-on-one, that it is okay that since you're teaching at home, you can show up in your pajamas. This is not a job that you should be rolling out of bed and teaching, unless it's like an emergency and your alarm didn't go off and you don't have a choice. You should never jump into a class without being fully prepared. There's this idea that if you since you work from home, it's okay to show up in your pajamas, and it's just not the case. There are some companies where you more or less represent yourself, and if you don't have a proper appearance, you'll just lose your clients, so to speak. But that's not the case with Magic Years. You're booked by the company and you represent the company. And I think that due to the amount of support that we get from Magic Years, that we owe them a certain level of professionalism, so that they have, a certain standard with every class. Your appearance should represent them just like your 3 bottom lines when you're teaching represent them. So in the mornings, I wake up an hour before my first class, especially if I have more than one, because I need that time to wake up completely. I can't jump into a class without having a full wake up time, So I get up, I start the coffee pot, I get some water to get my brain juices flowing a little bit, and then I sit and I preview all my classes. Again, I've already prepared them the night before, but I preview my classes again so that I can refresh my memory on how I wanted to teach each slide. And it also allows me to grab any last minute props that I forgot or make any notes that I need to make. And then after I've had my coffee, I put on a full face of makeup and I make sure that I'm completely dressed. I don't teach in my pajamas. I always do my hair. I brush my teeth, which may seem silly, but I feel like you can see my, scummy nighttime teeth. That I just feel like that's a thing. And I come to class every day feeling completely dressed. I could walk out the house to a doctor's office or church and be presentable. And that's important to me, partly because I don't have a nice complexion. I look awful on camera, but also because I respect my students. And I want them to see that I care about them enough to make sure that my appearance is worthy of teaching this class. So you may have a different routine. You may be able to do things in a lot less time than I can. And you may be able to run on less sleep. I have to get a full night's sleep to be able to teach. I stink it up if I don't have adequate sleep. So that's another way that I come to class very prepared is I can't replace a good night's sleep with coffee or anything else. I have to get sleep. So when it comes to teaching online, there is a level of professionalism. You do need to dress appropriately. You do need to do whatever it takes to be presentable. Maybe it's not a full face and makeup, but whatever is professional for you is what you need to be doing for every class. And that's because you respect your students and you respect Magic Years and you're willing to represent this company. They are willing to stand behind you, so you need to make sure that you stand behind them. And really, overall, I enjoy getting dressed every morning to teach for Magic Years, and it makes me feel good about myself. So anyway, I just wanted to talk to you about that briefly because I know it's going to come up a lot now that Magic Years is hiring so many new teachers. And I hope that you get a chance to be a part of this wonderful company.